Tonight, we report on how a police chase ended with 2 people hurt and 3 vehicles damaged, and the new museum exhibit about the Moses Lake Women's Club. And what's going on in sports, Bob?
It was an exciting night for high school basketball last night. Find out which team pulled out a last-second thriller. What can we expect in the weather forecast for the Columbia Basin tonight?
An air stagnation advisory is in effect through Saturday morning along a good chunk of our state. I'll have all the details in a bit.
All this and much more on iFIBER 1 News.
From the iFIBER 1 HD studio here in the heart of the Columbia Basin, this is iFIBER 1 News. Your #1 source for local news, sports headlines, and our very own Weather Center forecast covering the entire Columbia Basin. This is iFIBER 1 News, and it starts now.
A robbery turned into a police chase in Moses Lake and left 2 men injured and damaged 3 vehicles and a light pole. Prosecutors charged Joseph Delacruz Kirkman, an 18-year-old Moses Lake man, with robbery, assault, vehicular assault, taking a motor vehicle without permission, attempting to elude police, and a DUI. Bail was set at $200,000. Delacruz Kirkman and a friend were given a ride last Sunday night, and by early Monday morning, a conversation about a rival gang reportedly led to the 2 men assaulting the driver and stealing his car. When Moses Lake police found the stolen car Delacruz Kirkman was allegedly driving, he reportedly fled the officer by crossing lanes into oncoming traffic and tried to ram the patrol car. Instead, Delacruz Kirkman allegedly struck a passing SUV and a parked Toyota Camry, as well as a light pole in the 1400 block of Sunset Drive to end the pursuit. Delacruz Kirkman was found hiding, and his friend was unconscious in the stolen car and was taken to a hospital with serious injuries. There's a new exhibit at the Moses Lake Museum and Art Center, and it is about 100 years of community service by Moses Lake Women's Club. Here with the story is Vivian Huang.
To commemorate 100 years of service, the Moses Lake Women's Club opened an exhibit at the Moses Lake Museum and Art Center. Club President Margaret Schiffner said that the club's main goal is encouraging women to make a difference in their community.
Well, I think a lot of people just aren't aware that we've been involved in making improvements in the community since 1914. So, yeah, and our guests today are very impressed with what we have here to share with them.
The Moses Lake Women's Club was organized in 1914 as the Nepal Women's Club, making it the oldest service club in Moses Lake. The group is a member of the General Federation of Women's Clubs, an international organization dedicated to community improvement by enhancing the lives of others through volunteer services.
We are seeking membership because we are a small group, and we'd like to expand to continue our history in Moses Lake. We're very proud of what we have done down through the years. And so if anyone wishes to seek more information, we're going to be leaving some pamphlets here at the museum, or the ladies can give them my phone number. So we are looking for new members. Anyone that wants to dedicate themselves to improve the community is open for membership. We have no requirements other than dedication to the organization.
The Moses Lake Museum and Art Center is located at 401 South Balsam Street in Moses Lake. For more information on the Moses Lake Women's Club, contact Club President Margaret Schiffner at 509-765-6374. For iFIBER 1 News, this is Vivian Huang.
Thank you, Vivian. A Moses Lake man reportedly raped a 14-year-old girl while she was waiting for a ride from her father. Prosecutors charged Richard B. Ruff, a 28-year-old man, in Grant County Superior Court with rape in the 2nd degree and rape in the 3rd degree. The victim reported her father told her to wait at Ruff's Canterbury Lane home for a ride on November 10th. According to Moses Lake police, when the victim arrived, Ruff allegedly escorted her to his bedroom, smoked some methamphetamine, and attacked the vehicle. Afterwards, Ruff received a call. He allegedly told the victim he needed to leave to help steal some things and left her in the garage to wait for her father. When he left, she fled and ran to a family member's home. Ruff reportedly denied the rape by saying they had consensual sex.
Each of the people you see here has warrants for their arrest and is wanted by various law enforcement agencies. If you see any of these people, the Department of Corrections asks that you do not attempt to detain or apprehend them, but to call police. You can also call the Department of Corrections at 509-764-6180 during the day or 509-762-1160 after 5 p.m.
We will be back after this.
Did you know that Little Chiefs Childcare is expanding their Juniper Street location? This great new place across from Moses Lake Clinic is designed just for preschool and school-age children. For over 8 years, Little Chiefs kids like me have found the love and attention every child needs to be healthy and happy. The grown-ups there have gone to college, so they know how to make sure kids from 1 month to 12 years old have a great place to learn and play. Come join our growing Little Chiefs tribe.
Ready for some classy, laid-back fun? Imbibe in Moses Lake is the place for you. Imbibe has a huge selection of your favorite wine and beer on tap from local brewers. We have kegs to go, and we can fill your growler. Remember that summertime is beer time. Come enjoy our live music on Fridays and make sure to reserve a spot for private parties. What are you waiting for? This is the place to enjoy your favorite drinks with your favorite people. Find us on 3rd Avenue in Moses Lake, Washington, or call us at 509-765-1119.
Hi folks, good to be with you once again. I'm meteorologist Miguel Montoya from the One News Weather Center. Your weather forecast is being brought to you by your Bud Clary Toyota dealers. Toyota, let's go places. Let's check out the headlines making news across our area. Well, the main headline the next several days will be an air stagnation advisory, good through 10 a.m. Saturday morning. The reason why? We have high pressure anchored overhead, so not much mixing going on in the atmosphere, so the air quality will continue to deteriorate over the next couple of days, definitely causing issues for those who suffer problems, respiratory problems such as asthma, so take the necessary precautions. Usually high pressure is a good thing, not during this time of year with the long cold winter nights that allows patchy dense fog to settle into the Columbia Basin. And the problem, it's tough to shake off the low clouds with such a low sun angle during this time of year. And depending how early or how fast we shake those low clouds off, we will hang on to above normal temperatures over the next couple of days. Freda, you woke up to temperatures in the middle to upper 20s this morning, made it into the middle and upper 40s, well above normal for this time of year. Not record-setting temperatures, but more of the same is forecast over the next couple of days. Like I said, we will hang on to above normal temperatures. Similar conditions in Moses Lake. You were in the 20s this morning, made it well into the 40s this afternoon. Currently in the lower 40s with a light wind. Once again, that will cause some issues over the next couple of days. The fog this morning was not as widespread, but with a large dome of high pressure moving inland, I think we have a better shot of getting some patchy dense fog settling into our area. And that advisory, by the way, is good anywhere east of the Cascades except down towards the Blues. So we will hang on to dry conditions over the next couple of days. Our main concern will be the air quality, of course, and those low clouds each morning. A front will try to approach the coastline by Saturday. However, it will tend to fall apart. Your forecast for Thursday across our states, 40s and 50s, right around 49 or so in the Yakima Valley. As we take a closer look along our neck of the woods, temperatures well into the 40s, but this will obviously depend how fast we can shake off those low clouds. The faster we get rid of the clouds, the higher the temperature, the potential for the temperatures to climb, but generally middle to upper 40s over the next couple of days, lows each night in the 20s to low 30s. Well, folks, your weather forecast was brought to you by your Bud Clary Toyota dealers. Toyota, let's go places. We'll be right back with sports.
It's a fact. Toyota offers 10 different vehicles with available 4- or all-wheel drive. So when roads are a challenge, we have your answer with great limited time savings, including the best-selling RAV4. Right now with APR financing as low as 0%. Or go for the larger Highlander with $1,000 cash back. Or the same 0% APR. Both ready to take you down winter's toughest roads. Discover Toyota's 4- and all-wheel drives for yourself. Visit any of your Inland Empire Toyota dealers today. Toyota, let's go places.
Are you worried that your home might not meet today's safety standards? Eastern Washington Home Inspection standards for home safety are among the highest in the industry. We provide the highest level of inspection service and provide a detailed report with digital photos of any structural damage or other problems that might make your home unsafe. Our head inspector, Dennis Chamberlain, along with his son Cody, are fully qualified inspectors who make your safety their priority. We inspect for your peace of mind. Call us at 509-347-6425.
Welcome back. I'm Bob Kirkpatrick with today's local sports. It was a good night for Quincy High School hoops as both the girls and boys teams earned wins over Tonasket Tuesday. The girls kicked off the action in the first game of the night. Quincy fell behind early but didn't trail very long as the Lady Jacks caught fire to take a 21-18 lead at the break. Up by only 3 points heading into the second half of play, Quincy went on a 15-4 run midway through the third quarter to blow the game open and cruise to a 43-31 win. Lyndon Chavez led the offensive attack for the Lady Jacks with 11 points. Heidi Nielsen added 10 and Valerie Tobin finished with 9. The win improves Quincy to 1-6 in Caribou Trail League play and 3-9 overall. Well, things look bleak for the Quincy boys team as the Tigers raced out to a 9-0 lead and were up 25-14 at intermission. But whatever Coach Peterson said to the team in the locker room to get the guys to refocus took root, and the Jacks bounced back to close the gap to 48-46 with time winding down. That's when the wheels fell completely off the bus for Tonasket as 2 lazy fouls put Luis Zogaib at the free throw line twice in the last 30 seconds. Zogaib calmly sank all 4 attempts to put Quincy up 50-48 with 2 seconds on the clock to ice it for the 2-5 Jacks. Quincy is back on the court tomorrow night for a home game against Walook. The action gets started at 6 p.m. Ephrata basketball picked up wins on the road in Selah last night. The Lady Tigers found themselves in a real battle with the Lady Vikings, but were able to pull out a 45-43 nail-biter to even their record at 4-4 in CWAC play. Gunner Blankenship drained 20 points, Riley Pheasant added 15, and Jacob Laird hauled down 11 boards to help lead the Ephrata boys to a decisive 68-43 win over Selah. The victory keeps the 6-2 Tigers in the thick of things as they move into a tie for second place with East Valley. Ephrata is back on the hardwood Friday when the Tigers host Topnish. The Lady Tigers tip off at 5:45. The Soap Lake Eagles look to be the team to be reckoned with in Central Washington 1B South Conference boys basketball as they have put together a 9-game win streak to nail down first place in the standings. Soap Lake moved to 4-0 in league play and 9-1 overall with a lopsided 66-38 win at home over the Waterville Shockers last night. The Eagles are back at it Friday when they host the Intiat Tigers at 7:30. Well, be sure and tune in tomorrow night for iFIBER 1 Sports live coverage of the Moses Lake Wenatchee wrestling match. The action gets underway at 7 p.m. Well, that's it for sports. We'll be right back after this.
Give your car the bath of a lifetime at Glass House Car and Dog Wash. Our personal attendants will focus on your vehicle's needs, and our new touchless technology guarantees the best wash possible. And as always, our tire scrubbers and rim spray will increase the life of your tires and leave them gleaming. Water spots don't fly here. We will hand dry your vehicle every time. Get in, get out, get clean at the Glass House Car and Dog Wash, located at 914 North Stratford Road in Moses Lake.
We believe in home and all the magical things that come with it. We believe in living rooms with forts made from sofa cushions and blankets. We believe in the man cave, the woman cave. And finally, we believe that our calling in life is to find the home that's perfect for you. Coldwell Banker, fulfilling dreams for over 100 years.
Our spotlight story tonight is about a discovery in Quincy that dates back 100 years. Here's Spencer Graham with the story.
Quincy uncovers a piece of its past.
2 mysterious-looking Bibles were discovered in the Quincy Community Church, each one about 100 years old and each written in German. The Bibles are linked to Quincy's population of German immigrants and were discovered in an old hidden closet in the pastor's study after Flory Weber and Christine Hoyer were cleaning the church in preparation for its closing. Hoyer, a lifelong member of the church, said that the closet hadn't seen use for some time.
And a room that we never really spent a lot of time in. Years ago we had classes there, but not anything anymore, and quite frankly I don't think the minister used it much either. But there are some bookshelves and things that are visible from the room, and then there's a little closet kind of behind those, behind a file cabinet and things. And Pastor Bob said that he never really had anything in there, never used it. It was kind of like for the robe that the pastors used to wear and various other things. Anyway, we just were snooping in there and thinking, yeah, most of the stuff's we're gonna throw away. And then we saw these two, just the backs of them, looking a little bit like old dictionaries. And so we pulled them out, looked at them, and found that they were 2 more Bibles.
Each of the books had been linked to their original location, one being from the Ebenezer Church, which was the sister church to the original German Lutheran Church, and the other from the Salem Congregational Church. Both were donated to the Ryman Simmons Museum and can be viewed by visitors. The books are in great condition for their age, even better than the previous English Bible donated to the museum already, which had seen much more use than the others considering that more people began to speak English rather than German in Quincy's early years. Each of these lucky finds represents a very important part of Quincy's unique history and what its early inhabitants experienced in a country completely new to them.
It's just part of the history that we have. You know, it's the complexion of the town has changed so much over the years. There really aren't that many of the Germans left, and it's nice to have material pieces that address our history. And those were tough people back in those days. For them to stay here during that period, they had to be phenomenal. I mean, we are a bunch of wimps these days compared to what they were. And so it's just material evidence of their strength and their faith.
For iFIBER 1 News, this is Spencer Graham reporting for Jeff Chu.
We will be right back after this.
Last play of the game, folks. Manning throws. Touchdown.
Hey, Peyton, what are you doing?
Tossing the dough. Just like you said. You want to throw one?
For just $11, get Papa John's new Chipotle chicken and bacon pizza. That's right, only $11 for a large. Plus, try our new Mega Chocolate Chip Cookie, just $5.
Nice and smooth. Peyton?
When Othello resident Alex dreamed of earning his bachelor's degree, he followed those dreams to Whitworth in Spokane. But now there's a shortcut through Moses Lake. If you have your AA degree or 2 years of college completed, you can now earn your Whitworth degree in Moses Lake at Big Bend Community College. Classes meet just 2 evenings and 1 Saturday every 6 weeks. If you share Alex's dream to complete your degree, visit whitworth.edu/Moses Lake for details.
In Northwest news, a massive mudslide continues to threaten homes in the small town of Index, which is on the western side of the Cascades along State Route 2. The slide began last month on a major road and hasn't stopped, making it difficult for crews to get the area cleaned up. The mud brought down power lines, so residents have no electricity. It also blocked the road so they can't get in or out. Local TV station KCPQ reports nearly 100 people are stranded. Contractors hope to carve out a temporary road so power crews can restore energy. After a recent data breach of Target, Neiman Marcus stores, and grocery stores in Grant County, smart cards have become more desired for a form of security for purchases. However, these cards won't be distributed by banks until next year. Here's the story with the Associated Press.
The next time you swipe your credit card, consider this. It's a ritual the rest of the world considers insecure and obsolete. That's because the magnetic stripe on the back of a card can easily be hacked.
I think we'll all welcome the retirement of MagStripe when it does come.
The recent massive data breach at Target put the spotlight on credit card fraud and the outdated system. Chip-based cards, or smart cards, have been in use across the globe for years, but full implementation in the United States isn't scheduled till October 2015. Much of the delay is because of costs.
very, very hard to transition to chip and pin. Every single one of those point-of-sale terminals that you get at every single checkout counter and every retailer, somebody'd have to buy a new one for $500, $1,000 that reads these chips.
Smart cards are recognizable by the fingernail-sized gold contacts embedded on one side. A chip inside transmits encrypted information when slid into a slot.
The end-to-end encryption would do is the second you swipe or insert the EMV card or even tap your mobile phone for whatever transaction it might be, we encrypt that data immediately inside our secure module, and it doesn't get decrypted until it gets to the processor.
Banks haven't yet issued the cards because stores haven't yet installed the terminals to accept them. Until the newer system arrives, consumers will have to keep swiping to make a purchase and hope their information doesn't get swiped in the process. Warren Levinson, Associated Press.
And that's going to do it for us here at iFIBER One News. We want to thank you for watching. We'll see you again tomorrow.